How's it going, Aquarius? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Thanks so much for joining me on the channel today. So you guys, I'm going to just start shuffling the Gilded Tarot. I'm preparing to do your bonus reading for July 2021. Here, let me just give you a... So there's been a lot of activity going on, a lot of energy changes. I've seen a lot of new guides appearing for people. So I thought that this would be a really good time to do a reading to have a look at your law of attraction energy, okay? To see what you can change, or, you know, if your energy is really good right now. We'll just have a look at the spread for you guys. You know, there's a lot happening with the global economy, but I think a lot of people sort of fall into the rabbit hole of thinking that that's all that there is. You know, because you can create your own economy, you can create your own world, whatever it is that you want to attract in for yourself. So this reading is going to be for Aquarius in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And guys, this is a general reading, so hopefully it resonates. So my advice is, for your sun sign is not resonating, I would go just check out your moon sign in a hurry to see if that would be more of a match for where you are right now. All right, so I'm going to pull a card. The first card is going to have a look at the vibration that you are emitting right now. Oh, hold on. My book of tarot spreads just took a nosedive. I knew that was going to happen, but I was like, oh, it should be fine. I'll just start. So the first card we're going to look at, the vibration that you're emitting, okay? So let's have a card for that. I'm feeling like I need to take the top card, okay? And then I'm going to take a deck cut. I know it says just one card, but that's not what I'm getting from my guides. We need to take two for you guys. So let's see what's going on here. Very interesting. Okay, so you've got the Hermit who feels lost and alone, and then you have the Hanged Man who is asking you to look at things in a different way. So you guys could be very frustrated on your path right now, feeling like you're not supported, totally in hermit mode, like there's nobody around, and he's standing on the edge, okay? He's like, I don't know where else to turn. And just remember that this could be in your subconscious mind as well, okay? So your conscious mind versus your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is a million times, that's a rough estimate, more powerful than your conscious mind. So try to take that into consideration as well. Okay, so there's something that you need to change about this pattern thinking of being alone and feeling unsupported. So the vibration that you're emitting into the universe is that nobody has your back. You know, why am I even doing this anyway? It's a very lonely vibration. Okay, so I'll try to put these cards back here. I hope you guys can see them okay. I've just been like experimenting with tons of different angles so you guys can at least see the cards, but lots of people like to see my face too. So okay, so here you guys are, and you're basically on the edge, and the next card is going to ask to represent the next step that you have to take, or the leap of faith to sort of get you out of this mode. Like, what is in store for you? And just remember, like, being under pressure, feeling alone, all of that is part of your journey, even if it feels like super wildly uncomfortable and you might not welcome it. Sometimes you just go through these patches where everything is not fun, okay? So just try to keep that in mind. You know, and we all go through them. I'm kind of going through one of those myself right now. So what's your next step or your leap of faith here for you, Aquarius? Okay, so this is sort of the words I'm getting, it's sort of a backhanded reassurance, okay? So your leap of faith is more or less a step of faith, just to keep on going. We do have the 10 of Wands here. It is saying to keep on going. Your load will eventually grow lighter. You're almost there, and it could be feeling like you've been almost there for quite some time now. If anybody has kids, you know what it's like when you're going for a long drive, even a short drive, really. And your kids are like, are we almost there yet? Are we almost there yet? So you guys could be experiencing some sort of a regression to that. Like, why isn't this happening for me? And when you're making those statements, just know that those are manifestation statements as well, right? So that is a law of attraction statement as well. So you might want to start monitoring your thoughts a little bit more to change your energy. So if you change it from being like feeling really alone to, yeah, I'm almost there, I've got it, you know, or start saying now. Okay, so my guides, they just sometimes completely zip it. I'm not sure why. So let's go on to the next card here. And how can you manifest more successfully? You guys have shouldered a lot here with the 10 of Wands. Like, this is no joke. What you guys have been through, it's been quite challenging. You could have had to step into sort of a parental or like a role that was inappropriate for your age, just because something happened, like a shift dynamically in your family, and you felt that there was no choice. So you took a lot on at an early age, and that could be carrying through. You know, your burden could feel twice as heavy because you had to take it on earlier than you should have, before a reasonable age of maturity for what you were shouldering. So it's like that never went away, and I feel like this was never recognized. So that's what could be where this hollow feeling comes, like feeling like really alone, because the people around you at that time, they weren't recognizing the burden that they were placing on you. It's like, you know, you had to step into like a mom role, like, or the man of the house or something like that, you know. If you had a really busy parent and you had to take on too much of the household chores, or you had somebody pass away in your family, and now you were like asked to step up, but maybe you were only 10, 11, 12 years old, and it was like such a burden. And that could be coming through now, even though you've outgrown all of that. That feeling might never have dissipated. So, and that's feeling left alone, and that could be very burdensome here with the 10 of Wands. So I was going to pull another card, wasn't I? How you can manifest more successfully, because I think you're doing actually a great job of manifesting. It's just not the results that you're looking for, because there's this continuous loop of like, why did this happen to me? And that's in your subconscious mind, instead of sort of age appropriate things that you guys could have been able to do, like be a kid, okay, and been successful at sports or art or band or something like that, you know, and participated in school events and stuff like that. But there was a real loneliness there, and your path could still feel very lonely, and like there is that burden placed on you. Even if both of these things have been removed, it is what your brain is familiar with right now, okay? And what it is transferring out into the universe. And I promise I'm going to pull that card, honest. How can you manifest more successfully? I actually just love this card so much for you guys. So here's the Knight of Cups, and this is moving forward in love, okay? So it actually looks like if you can change the way you think about things that happened in your past and fill it more with love, you know, if you had to help a struggling parent, like if you were the one that got stuck home babysitting, so your mom could work, or, you know, or if you had a parent that was sick, or like, again, if you had a parent that passed away, or if there's any other sort of, like, it felt like a devastation to you because you were separated from your friends, okay? So is there a different way that you could look at, you know, you really helped out your parents, or, you know, that was part of your journey and you did a really good job out of it with the Knight of Cups? Like, sort of splashing love on it. I'm actually just going to write that down. Like, instead of being bitter, you know, or whatever emotion that you associated with that part of your life, maybe an incredible sadness, especially if you had a parent pass away. You know, there is just this really sort of drifting loneliness. And I really do feel like it came from deep in your past, and something that you might have buried because nobody was listening anyway, because they were trying to cope. And they were having a very challenging time coping as an adult and not taking into consideration how, like a preteen, I'm seeing that very vulnerable age. They didn't take into consideration what it would be like for the child mind to have to step up in the way that you guys did. So can you say that you were maybe proud of yourself for doing that instead of, I was abandoned and left on my own? Like, I was so strong during those circumstances. Like, I was just really amazing. I did so awesome. I helped out my parents, my foster parents, my grandparents, like whoever. Like, try and turn that around a little bit. Like, flip the script on it, okay? And again, with the Knight of Cups. So, you know, just keep that in mind, you guys. And I think this is going to be an important card. The next one, and this is going to be the last card I'm pulling for you guys, is a message from your higher self and source. Okay, so your higher self is you in a higher dimension. And I saw somebody write, like, I'm on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, of course. Your higher self is your inner child. Okay, so I found that absolutely fascinating, whether you wanted to believe it or not. I just saw it, so it came to mind right now, and I found it fascinating. Okay, I found that absolutely fascinating. So let's have a little message here. So this is actually very powerful because you guys are an air sign, and this is the King of Air. So he's asking to have a little bit of a closer inspection of what might have happened in your past and really analyze. Maybe put yourself in the position of the person that you were forced just because you were there to help them, you know? So maybe try that and look at everything a little bit more cut and dry. Just use love as your power, but try to draw the emotion out of it, if that makes sense, you know? When you wash everything with love, things turn around. And the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, he wants you to slice that off, okay? Sort of leave it in the past. You are here. And start really, like, analyzing where you are and why you are there, and use that power of analysis to put you forward on your next steps. And you are loved, and you are surrounded by your spirits, you know, source, God, your angels, archangels, but they want you to try to make a little bit more sense out of it and detach as much emotion from what happened in that time period so that you can be a little bit more successful in your life, or a whole lot more successful in your life. So I thought this was a really interesting reading, guys. So I hope you did too. So let me know down below in the comments, and just sending you love and light. Many blessings. Many blessings.